The last video that I made was called I Think I Have ADHD. It was ironically 45 minutes long, and for the size of my channel, my small channel at the time, it blew up, which was overwhelming for me. It got about 1,000 views in 3 days, and I think I only had about 40 subscribers at the time, so my first taste of virality, just again on my small scale. And like I said, it was overwhelming. It was a lot. I was not prepared for it, especially when it's a 45-minute video of me talking about ADHD. Why would anyone want to watch that? Let alone if you do have ADHD, your attention span is not 45 minutes long. But that took off, and there were tons of comments, which was awesome. There were so many people in the same scenario as me, and I got some really cool feedback all across the board, and it was neat to have others relate to it. But the comments also created all of these loose ends for me that now I have to respond to all this, and I was just making a video that I thought no one would watch, and now it's this thing, which was kind of like a microcosm of my life where I'm just dabbling in things here and there, and then it just becomes too much. It becomes all of the things all at once that I don't know how to process. And then I had thoughts in my head like, well, do I make another video right away? Do I ride this momentum? Do I try to build my channel? Because I would like to maybe make money doing this someday. And so, then it was just like, okay, slow down. So I've been trying to slow down from life ever since that video. In general, trying to slow down with life has been a theme over the past number of years. I know that I get excited about things and obsessed with things and go down rabbit holes, and I know that things would be easier if I was just able to slow down, take a deep breath, not get caught up in my head and overwhelmed with things. I have this little sign that I hand painted for myself in May of 2023 as a reminder to slow down. And so I have this in my bedroom, my little visual, just slow down. But then I want to, I'm impatient, so like I'm in a hurry to slow down because I know I need to slow down, and it's just, anyway, that's a glimpse once again inside my brain. But this is just a little theme that I wanted to talk about. Again, I've made videos like this before, which is funny looking back on these lessons that I'm trying to learn, that I know I need to slow down. I know I need to not force things, to not rush things, that I need to make things sustainable and create systems and just like internalize that I cannot do everything, especially all at once. So yeah, I'm still very much trying to learn to slow down, and especially in this new chapter of life where I am just about done at my current day job, which has been a 1-year commitment, and which is kind of funny thinking about my job history over the years in ADHD, and how it's weird how my jobs tend to be 1 year here and there and jumping around from thing to thing too. But yeah, anyway, that's a tangent. So where was I? New chapter of life is coming off of a crazy busy year, an extremely difficult year, where basically my mind was not able to stop for the entire year. I was burnt out a couple different times, stressed and overwhelmed and struggling to cope, and just, always a lot going on in my mind normally, let alone when I'm stressed and have external pressures and when I'm not taking care of myself physically as well. Just all of these things compile and add to the chaos in my head. And so naturally, with this new season, I want to get everything in order. I know that it is crucial that how I start this next chapter is going to dictate how it goes, that it's important to hold on to specific routines because I need those routines. They ground me as much as I want to do whatever I want and not be beholden to those types of things. Routines do help, so I want to be consistent with things because otherwise I have to rely on willpower, which is not a good strategy. So I just get ahead of myself again, wanting to get everything in place, all these systems ready to go, everything figured out all at once, and just again needing to remind myself that it's okay. I don't have to get it all figured out all at once. I've mentioned this phrase before, but slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Just internalizing that I need to slow down, to not get ahead of myself. And I was pleased with the time off in between this video and the previous one where I knew things like this was too much. I need to just step back. So I did. And there's still, busyness in life as well. But going into this next chapter, I want to make a ton of videos. I have so many ideas. I have so many personal insights that I've gleaned over the past couple months. I have so many ideas that I want to share with teaching and online course stuff and how I'm leaning into how I'm wired and have all new ideas for that and old ideas that I'm now letting myself pursue and just how it all weaves together and it's ready for this next chapter. Everything's aligning, but then I'm still ahead of myself. I still get excited and I need to sort out all the details in my head. So, man, deep breaths. Breathing has been on my list for a while now to actually use as a strategy to just bring myself down a notch, but it's something that I've never consciously done, and so it's not a habit, it's not a default, but that does help, just taking a deep breath. So this is me kind of scatterbrained, out of sorts, needing to make a video because I'm all over the place, but just trying to remind myself to slow down, to not force things, take deep breaths, regroup, especially, again, with the year I've had, knowing that if my mind is chaos for an entire year, even if that chaos stops, that doesn't mean, okay, everything is fine now. That means I have to process the entire year and all of the new things I've learned and not get ahead of myself. It's going to take time to just recover from the year mentally and I just need to ease into things. Ease in, slow down. So this is just a reminder to myself in a weird roundabout way to slow down. So